What is going on, everyone? My name is Boyd and I'm back with some more Age of Mythology. The Titans action spawning at the bottom of the map in the blue color, playing as Uranus, who's Halo of the Sun. His opponent today in the red color, playing as Loki, is Galabki. And the map is Anatolia yet again. This is the Smurf tournament. 1-1 with these guys. This is game point, best of 3. Whoever wins this one gets to go on to the next round. Whoever loses is out. And that's it. Now we've got the head of Orpheus over here, plus 8 building line of sight. Not the best. We've got double Ulfsark for Galabki. I don't hate it. I think it's a good idea. I mean, get those double docks up, and you survive the attack as you've got Lokiness. And we'll see what happens. But just scouting around for the time being. Hopefully this isn't just a carbon copy of last game where Galabki gets completely run over, but he's on top of the ball for the time being. Could potentially go for a Heimdall rush here. Could go for a Heimdall rush. He's got this forward Ulfsark here, and he's going to let his Skraeling be spotted. No, never mind. I take it all back. He sends the Ulfsark in to get a spy, maybe. Yeah, spy comes down onto the citizen, which means that Galabki knows there's two Ulfsark. I would have loved to see a sneaky Ulfsark showing off this one running around, and then put a temple over here. Would have been very, very naughty, but not what happened here. So we'll see what Galabki can do. He's gone for the bottom dock as well. Given that he just played this matchup and he lost to the attack coming on the same side the Halo of the Sun knows. So he knows that Halo of the Sun likes to go to the bottom side. I like to shake things up. If I play someone a lot on this map, don't just go for the bottom because it's like a second faster. Garrison your Ulfsark in the town center. Right click over here. Ungarrison your Ulfsark and go to the top of the map. It can be a very different game when your opponent valors and goes for this dock and it's not here. So we'll see what happens. Another relic is the Belt of Argus. So both line of sight relics that basically 8 building line of sight and 6 unit line of sight. At least Belt of Argus is kind of useful, but no, not happening. It's not going to be picked up, I don't think. Very sad when we get some useless relics, but again, same build order from Halo of the Sun. It's going to be like a 440, 445. A little bit of inefficiency. Like what you need to do is this first dock needs to be built right on top of the fish that you're at, and then you force drop the fish so that you don't get idle villager time. Very important. We're seeing a temple in the middle of the map. What is Galabki going for here? No one's advancing at this point just yet. Prometheus is coming through. Heimdall's coming through. That's what I like to see. Like to see the Heimdall. Temple up over here. Oracle's getting attacked with that second Ulfsark, which I love as well. And we've got Ursa coming in. We've got a back gold mine though for Halo of the Sun. So this is going to be interesting. We'll see if Galabki can make this work. It's always interesting. Especially if Halo of the Sun goes all in on this fish. So we'll see what happens. He's got 7 food, 5 wood, 5 gold, and 5 food with his fishing ships as well. The oracles are here. He's got 3 full health oracles, even though one's been hit and brought back to his base. The Ursa are coming out, and it's looking like Halo of the Sun's chilling in the back bit of his base for the oracles. And there is the Heimdall, there is the Val, there's the Promethean popping out, going straight for this dock. Galabki builds builds a longboat straight away. That's going to force a Bareme to come out. And we also see a longhouse coming down. And that second dock is up for Halo of the Sun. He likes doing this where he starts building fishing ships in the classical age. We do see that the Hursa are pumping at this point. Longboat needs to stay on top of this dock. We do see those oracles just ignoring the dock for the time being. Just going to be looking for something else to do here. But houses coming down, and the Galabki surprise attack is going to be interesting to see how much damage it can do. Double manas here. So I think that Undermine's been changed a little bit. Target near enemy buildings to create an invisible path of destruction. Undermine deals 1,000 damage to town center, 1,300 to fortress, and approximately 50% damage to other buildings. So you can kind of use it on other buildings, like you can use it on a manor, you can use it on a dock, and all that good stuff. So a little bit of interesting changes there in the Vibly balance patch. We do see these units looking for something to do, but they're really getting nothing. So that's a huge issue for Halo of the Sun, and it's looking like Galabki able to defend at this point. I hope he doesn't go for an attack here, because it's really not what you want to do with one dock. You're going to force out more Barim, and you're going to lose some HP over here. He does see all these Barim over here retreating back into his base, and that's going to give him the key, the go-ahead to attack that town center. We've got some throwing action coming out, more Hursa coming out, and in combination with the Undermine, this is going to be a dead town center. I guarantee that one, because there's no military barracks up just yet, or counter barracks, and we're seeing Galabki go for it right now while the Barim are coming in onto these fishing ships. We've got the oracles coming in, trying to pick this off. This is a complete fake over here with these 3 longboats. You can just garrison some fishing ships in here as well and probably win this. We've got the units moving in, picking off a villager as well. The Hursa are taking down the manor, and they're going to be looking to go for the town center. We've got a military barracks coming up for Halo of the Sun now, and Halo of the Sun is going to be continuing this onslaught, taking down manors here. We do see that Halo of the Sun is not only no military buildings, but he's also supply box, so he needs to get out more manors, and he's going to have to get out 2 more manors if he wants to do anything here. And we do see that these Barims are not getting controlled either, so the dock is eventually going to be able to pick those off. And now Galabki, for some reason, is turning around. You had it. Just keep going. Take the town center. Okay, that's fine. Turn around. He's got some mill over here. Did manage to build a military barracks, but he's at full supply. And Galabki not able to take the town center down. The man is coming back up, and Halo of the Sun picking off more fishing ships over here. And that's now he's going for it. He's deciding to turn around. Now there's more units from Halo of the Sun. He's also going to have to deal with the watchtower over here, but we're looking like he's decided to come into this town center. There's so many units. Valor comes down, and we're seeing Halo of the Sun sitting underneath this location. You can get some nice myth unit spawns, which you cannot because he's at full population. You can't get myth unit spawns if you're at full population, but losing units means you do. So I guess fighting here is completely fine. Got some Iron Hiyar as well. Undermine coming down onto that watchtower. Not using it on the town center though. Lots of these Murmillo are falling, and Galabki taking the score lead. He had the Undermine path into the counter barracks. It follows a straight line from where you put it in, and manages to pick off both of those watchtowers. Still sitting under town center fire. The Iron Hiyar doing crazy amounts of work for these Hursa. Every time they blow the horn, it's basically like a couple of seconds of flaming weapons, and we know how good flaming weapons is with Loki because it just gives him so much more favor to work with on those Hursa. And Galabki just going all in right now onto this location here. And we do see that these Barims are almost down. We've got a random villager up here as well. The Iron Hiyar are on top of that town center, and he's just sitting underneath the military buildings here. Now he's turning onto the town center. You're going to be ripping that one down. The villagers over here are trying to gather gold. There's no villagers getting built at this point. Cairo Ballista comes out, but the town center will fall, and Halo of the Sun is going to have a very difficult time here continuing to keep up with the economy of Galabki without a town center. But he does have fish, so it's going to be a little bit longer until Halo of the Sun will lose his economic advantage. So we'll see if he can continue here, but he does have an issue of only 100 population, so 15 more population that Galabki's got to play with. And Galabki's still, he's built some more houses somewhere. the deer getting gathered, and he's on chicken as well. Could potentially grab husbandry and move on to the goat to get some more food, while the villagers leaving the base going onto this gold mine. But Halo of the Sun's issue right now is going to be military buildings. Going to lose a lot of these. We do see the Iron Yars are on top of these watchtowers as well. Iron Yars do have auto kill on them, and with wrong person, 83 gold in the bank, you'd think that he would just slam a bunch of villagers onto the gold in order to get those Iron Yar out. But just picking off everything right now. Hail of the Sun throwing away units, throwing away Murmillo into throwing axemen. This is looking not so good for Halo of the Sun, as Galabki just goes absolutely all in onto Halo of the Sun, and it's just working out for him right now. Running his citizens away. Halo of the Sun has got 231 food in the bank. Going to be losing his manners. He's going to be losing his military buildings. Valor comes down onto something over here. The Valkyrie doesn't manage to pick off the citizen because it gets heroized as well. But the rest of these buildings will be falling. So interested to see where Galabki goes from here. But more units getting built up on the top of this location here for Halo of the Sun. Not ready to tap out just yet. So we'll see. We need to make sure that Galabki just puts his foot on the throat at this point if he wants to take this game, because Halo of the Sun is going to be attempting to stay alive here. Man, these Murmillo move fast. Dodging all those thrown axes there. But he should be. All he has to do right now is make sure he finds the gold mines. If he prevents gold income, that prevents any second town centers, prevents any more military units, and we'll see where he goes from here. Villagers moving on to the berries. Still not ready for farms. I like that. Galabki with the BM says the comeback question mark. The BM right here. It's all well and good while you're hiding behind your name, behind your Smurf. But picking off some units over here, we do see Medium Murmillo have come in. And now Galabki's finding all of the citizens of Halo of the Sun over here. We see the shockwave coming in. But Galabki knows he just has to pick off citizen here. He don't even care about the villagers. Every citizen he kills is so big right now. But losing a lot of these throwing axemen is going to hurt him a little bit. We do see Safeguard coming, giving himself a little bit extra building hit points. But the Eldrimmer Einherjar are here, and they're going to be doing so much damage with their upgrade. Just going to be able to completely shred through Halo of the Sun's Murmillo, and it's going to allow his raiding cavalry to go up to like 16 damage for, actually not even 16, it's half of flaming weapons. I tell a lie, up to 12 damage for a little bit there, which will be gigantic. And we'll see how good Galabki actually is. If he can get the Einherjar to yell their horns at separate times, and he gets the maximum amount of damage here. And Halo of the Sun desperately trying to stay alive as he's losing units left, right, and center. More throwing axemen coming in here. Turn around to pick off some of these throwing axemen as well, but there's just so many units for Galabki. 91 population to 85 population though, so it's not that dire in terms of the population count, but in terms of the villager count, Galabki is just slowly but surely getting further and further ahead. And that's going to be a very difficult situation for Halo of the Sun here. And he's going to be losing all his units over here, dropping down to, well, he's still at 81 population, but Halo of the Sun taps out there. GG. Well played by Galabki, taking this series 2-1 with some nice role play in the first game and some excellent cheese in the third game. Well played. We'll move on to another game shortly when we can find it. Thank you guys for watching, and we'll get the next game going.